So Zenbeez, it's time for a string safari. A string safari is a project where we create a Zentangle using a given string. And this is our string safari number 71. You can check out all our previous projects from this series on our playlist String Safari. I'm Sandhya. I'm an artist and a certified Zentangle teacher. In this channel, we talk about creating and practicing Zentangle, my own Zentangle inspired artworks and collectibles. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you do not miss out on any videos that I post here every Tuesdays and Fridays. For today's project, I'm working on a regular white square tile with my black pen, pencil and stub. So go grab your supplies and let's get started. But before that, I quickly want to mention about Ordinate Square, our 31 Days of Zen October project. Log on to my website www.sandhyamanestudio.com/ordinate square for all the details and register in so we can get started on October 1st. For now, let's move on to our project, String Safari number 71. Okay, so let's get started with today's session. This is String Safari number 71, and it's my white square tile and pencil, stub, my 01 black micron, and this is my 08 black micron. So these are the supplies that we will be using for today's session. And our string for today is going to be like this. So I'm going to start off from here. Make a loop this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, something like this. So that's my string for today. Our first tangle is Gourdgeous, and I'm going to do that inside this. So let's start like that. So I'm going to go ahead and make my lines and then go back with my thicker tip pen to add the fillings. So Gourdgeous kind of starts with with a band, and then with an aura line and a band and an aura line. So the band is slightly curved to show the shape of the fruit. So that's what we've done here. And I'm going to use my thicker tip pen now to add black. So start adding black, and it's nice to have a nice jet black without any whites showing through. Okay, so that is my Gourdgeous right in the center. So our next tangle is going to be Fife, which I'm going to do in this space, like somewhere here. So Fife starts with dots kind of evenly placed. Like that. So this is going to be in there. Like that. So we connect the dots with pods like that. So I'm going to skip the loop.
Okay, so there's no space here, so I'm just going to ignore that. Maybe one there. So we're making a diagonal pod on the other side. So remember, we don't cross any lines, so we're just going right behind that. Okay, so now I'm gonna again use my 0.8 micron to add blacks. So I'm gonna go around adding blacks in between these pods. So this little triangles that shows up needs to be added with black. Okay, so I'm going to go around doing this. So there it is, all done. Now between these two, like in these two sections, we're going to add Mooka. So I'm just going to randomly keep adding Mooka here. Let's see how that turns out. So I'm just going to pull out. So we're just going to randomly keep adding Mookas here, and we're going to fill this entire section till here. Okay, so I'm gonna add few more here, like just maybe one or two here, and okay, so I'm gonna stop right here, and let's see. I just want to add some depth, so I'm just gonna go around these heads and give it a slight black, just to give that nice contrast. I want to keep this empty. I don't want to add any fillings inside because we have this kind of heavy on this side, so I want this to be more open and kind of free. Okay, so I'm going to leave this. Okay, so our next angle, which I'm going to do here somewhere, this corner, I'm going to make, we're going to do Tripoli. So Tripoli is a fun tangle. It's like fragments that you just add together and then it starts to create this lovely pattern. So I'm just going to go around doing this. So we kind of start making these pie shapes. So about 5 or 6 to form that floral look. So we always start with along this previous triangle. So we're going to aura this line and then we pull out our triangle. Similarly, you aura the line and then you pull out the triangle. Okay, so I think I'm going to stop right there and then here we'll do some other tangle. Now this is more like a fragment, so there are different things that you can do. But I'm going to just go around adding these pods. Kind of make it look similar to what we have below, and then I add a circle. So I'm going to make half pods on all 3 sides and then add a circle inside. And I'm going to go back and add black, so I'll do that later. Okay, so I'm going to go around adding black in these teeny tiny gaps, and so take your time to do this. Okay, so here this is all done. So now in this section I'm going to do Bunzo. So Bunzo is a lovely drama tangle. So we start with these half circles which is kind of connected at the ends. So you can kind of make about 5 or 6 of these, and then you start adding more like this. So again we're going to skip the loop. Okay, so now that I've made the lines, I'm going to fill it in alternating. So I'm going to fill this section up like this, and I'm going to leave a little white spot in the center. So this is filled, empty, and then filled. Okay, and then empty and filled. So I'm going to go around adding blacks like this. Okay, so take your time and go about adding black. Okay, so here it is all done. I've added black, alternating, and now let's get to shading. So I basically want to go along the loop like this. So adding pencil around the loops. And I think that looks fun. So here it is all done. Oh, I didn't blend this one. Okay, so there it is all done. And that's our tile for today's project. Let's get to journaling. Okay, so let's get to journaling. Okay, so I'm going to put my initials on first. So let's see, I'm going to add my initials inside this like that, and let's journal this. So today's date is 28th of September 2021, and this is YouTube. String Safari number 71, and we start with Gourdgeous. This was our first tangle, and then we did Fife, and then we did Mooka, and then we did Tripoli, and then finally with Bunzo. So these were the tangles that we used here, and that's my tile.
Hope you had fun on this safari with me. I would love to see your creations, so head on to our Facebook group, Zenbeez, where all the after party fun happens. Share your creations there and check out the works by other Zenbeez. If you're sharing your creations on social media, then please do tag me at Sandhya Money or hashtag Tangles with Sandhya to get to see your lovely works there. And I do stop by to comment. A quick note, these projects and these videos are for your personal use and no part of this can be used for any kind of commercial purposes. To understand the Zentangle method and to get started on your own Zentangle journey, check out my website www.sandhyamanistudio.com for workshops, courses and membership. It's time to comment now, so please leave a comment so I get to know how you enjoyed this project because that really helps me plan out my next set of videos. Also, it's time to show some love, so hit that like button, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. And remember to log on to www.sandhyamanistudio.com/ornate square for all the details regarding our 31 Days of Zen project in October. I'll see you on Friday with our first project and kickstarting our 31 days series. Until then, remember to breathe and smile. See ya. Namaste.